All right, I wanted to further expand. I uploaded a video. I tried to do a live stream, rather, talking about this situation, the Charlo incident at a fitness center where younger Charlo was trying to support his brother while he was cutting weight in the facility. And the concierge refused to allow them to come in, even refused their money. Then proceeded to do what they normally do, racist people do, which is when you start to have a conversation with them, you know, you're complaining, you're being disruptive, I'm going to call 911. It was classic textbook racism at its finest. You know, there will be, now I'm going to preface this video by saying there are going to be a lot of people who disagree with me on this, and those that disagree with me on this are going to go by these two factors, and I know this for a fact, okay, because they're going to say, a business has the right to refuse service to anyone, okay. When somebody immediately goes to that, you know for a fact that they are a racist, okay, because there's no way you can tell me that if a person comes in, they're not threatening, they're not making a scene, they're not trying to do anything but purchase an item or use your facility, which is provided and open to the public, and you go, that's your immediate excuse. Well, they have the right to refuse anybody they want. That's just the way it works. Okay. While, yes, that is the standard, customer service, the standard for customer service is that you help everyone universally, okay? And by universally, that means you help everyone with the same mission statement standard that you provide either on your website or when the business was formed, okay? You can't get over on me with this. I've worked many, many years in business. I know how this shit works. Then the second excuse people will try to use is, well, you know, they should just try to see it from the business owner's perspective. You're racist. Absolutely 100% you're racist. So now that I have this all straightened out, now I'm going to go into a quick story about what happened with me and my wife. 9 times out of 10, and the exception is about Sundays or Saturdays, you will not catch, any other day, you will not catch me outside without not having a suit on. It doesn't matter whether it's in the summertime, doesn't matter if it's in the wintertime. I'm wearing a suit at all times, okay? And I have a very expensive taste in suits, so my suits are not cheap. I actually get mine specially tailored. I actually take time with everything when it comes to my appearance. You have to do that in the field, the business that I work with, especially when you're dealing with clients and you're dealing with guys who have buco amounts of money. They don't want to deal with somebody who's looking like a slob when he shows up to conduct their business and finances. So that's just facts. So one day, and I've already told you guys I do not like going shopping with my lady. I don't like going shopping, period. I actually personally like using personal shoppers to do my business. That's just the way it is. Call me spoiled, call me whatever, but you know, that's just the way I roll. So I'm sitting up there, I get out the office. This is back before I started my own practice. I sit there, I'm getting ready to hop in the car. I'm gonna drive home. I call my woman on the Bluetooth while I'm in the car. I'm like, hey, hon, I'm on my way home. She's like, hey, babe, I decided, this is before our son was born. She's like, I decided to go get myself a new bag. Now, my woman, you know how they say some women are like, are ridiculous for shoes or jewelry? No, it's bags with my woman. Like, this woman literally keeps up with the hottest trends on bags, and she will spend thousands of dollars on bags, okay? Now, at the time, I sat there and I was like, all right, do you want me to go home, prepare dinner? How long you going to be? She's like, no, why don't we go out to dinner tonight? Right? So I'm like, all right, no problem. You want me to swing by where you are? She's like, yes. I drive there. I immediately walk into the department store. I'm still doing business on my phone because, like, literally, my job is 24 hours a day, believe it or not. Clients will call me sometimes at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, worrying about what they see in the market. So I'm sitting up there like, all right, still doing business, don't have my tie on, I take my tie off. I'm in a 3-piece suit. I walk in, and immediately I'm stopped by 2 security guards. And I go, what? Like, they're like, yes, sir, can you please put the phone away? And do you have any identification on you? Now, we're not talking about security guards like that you would see in the mall, like those fat, out-of-shape ones. The store that she was in was a high-end bag store, and they had those security guards that looked like they fucking work for the Secret Service. I kid you not. Apparently, I fit the description of a person who stole bags, not one bag, but bags from their department store. I go, what are you talking about? I was like, well, how am I going to steal bags? I'm in a suit, this form-fitted suit. Okay? Where am I going to sneak? And I'm not talking about a small bag, guys, or one of those little bags that ladies be trying to wear. We're talking about a big bag. And I'm like, what are you talking about? How am I going to walk out of the store with that? And they're like, and I was like, no, you can't see my identification. Well, then, sir, we're going to have to ask you to leave. I'm like, what? I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, my woman has been in your store like the whole time. I'm like, wait, she's right there. Because what was happening is the store was huge. So she's in the back talking with the personal shoppers that are there. And the woman that she knows that actually kind of gives her information on new bags that are coming in. So she already knew that there was bags in the back, so they were waiting. And she wanted like the fresh one that was open and the brand newest one. So they were in the back conversating. I'm like, that's my wife. What are you talking about? I'm just here to sit there and, sir, can you not make a scene? Mind you, when I say that's my wife, I'm not raising my voice. I'm not making any threatening body moves. In fact, one of my hands is in my pockets in my suit. The other one is I have my cell phone, and I'm like just talking to the security guards, and I'm like, excuse me, like, what are you implying that I can't be here because apparently I fit the description of somebody who stole bags, multiple bags from your store? When I just told you I haven't gone to the store, I haven't been here before, but my wife has been here plenty of times and knows the woman who works here. Okay, and when I tell you my wife has she's put money into this fucking store and this company, she has put money into this company. And they go, well, no, you have to wait outside, sir. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm like, yo, babe. And I'm like, you know what? Let me text her and tell her, because I'm not going to raise my voice in the store, because I know I'm always cautious and aware of things because of the fact that I know be very well aware of my surroundings. So I text her and I'm like, yo, babe, I'm in the front of the store being detained by security guards. Can you please bring your ass? And I text her that literally. I said, can you please bring your ass on so we can get out of here? We're not giving him any money. So I text her immediately like that. It takes like maybe less than 30, 40 seconds. She comes from the back and she's like, hey, hon. She was like, well, what's going on? And I'm like, well, these two gentlemen tell me that I fit the description of somebody who stole several bags from their store. I don't see how I would be able to do that, considering the fact that, I'm in a three-piece suit that is form-fitted, and I don't know how the hell I'm going to be able to do that, and I've never been to this store physically at all in my life. And, of course, my woman doesn't play that shit. She is not like me. It works in the school system, and so therefore she doesn't, her worry is always that her students will find out, what if she does something off the wall or off the cuff. But for the most part, she has a very hot temper, and I have to sometimes calm her down. So I saw her immediately go to the red, and she was like, excuse me, are you doing this because my husband is black? And I literally, one of the security guards goes, oh, why does this have to be a race issue? And I go, well, you're telling me that I fit the description of somebody who stole. I clearly don't look like I'm a thief. Now, I understand that, again, thieves come in all shapes, sizes, colors, and creeds. I get it. So I'm sitting up there like, but clearly you see me. I just walk in. You didn't even give me an opportunity to walk in. I walk up and I said, can I please see the description of somebody who's been stealing? And they go, well, no, that's for our company. That's for our eyes only. Now, mind you, my wife calls her friend up, and she's like, excuse me. She's like, is this the truth? Have you guys been robbed by some guy who looks like my husband? And mind you, this is the first time I'm meeting this woman. And the woman goes, she's like, oh, well, I can't really say. And I was like, you know what, hon? Let's go. And immediately they were going to go to, we can call the police on you, sir, if you don't leave our establishment. And I go, let's go, hon. Let's not argue with them. Whatever. I say this story only to tell you guys is that ultimately what it comes down to, it doesn't matter how much money we make. It doesn't matter what we look like, whether we're in a suit, whether we are professional athletes, whether we are professional in general, how many degrees we have, how much money we have, okay? Because I guarantee you what those security guards make in a year, I make in 3-4 months. And I know this for a fact. And this is what I'm telling you. They don't care. These establishments don't care. They don't. See, the common misconception is that race doesn't play a part in business. Green does, right? The only color that matters in business is green. That is so not true. And let me tell you why. In my years of experience working in corporate America with white people, I kid you not, green means nothing. Okay? Nothing. If you're the top earner for your company, I've seen this shit happen. You're the top earner for your company. Let you be African American and be your top earner for your company. Let another quarter come by and you don't make that, if not more, they will get rid of you. You guys have no clue of the amount of stress I've encountered. The stressful nights. My woman will sit there and tell you guys, like, I'm sitting up there like, yeah, I got to get these deals done. If I don't get these deals done, we always have to be better. We have to be perfect. We have to be immaculate. And if we slip up or we're just human, they will figure a way to get rid of us. All right? And I say this to translate to the Charlos, and hopefully the Charlos will hear this, and maybe they won't. But maybe I hope that somebody will go to them, and those two brothers who went to Starbucks, stop going to their establishments. That's it. There's really no other way. There's nothing else you can sit there and say. Stop going to their establishments. Stop giving them your money. And no matter how you dress, no matter who you associate with, they only see the fact that you're black or you're brown. They don't give a shit. They don't care. That's it. Stop giving your money. Stop working hard to give them your money, because they don't give a shit. Because if they feel they have no need for your money, they will not allow you to be in their establishments. I am telling you firsthand. Do you guys understand the shit I've had to deal with? Working in corporate America, walking in on certain conversations where a group of white dudes, and I have to sit there and check one of them. But I got to do it in a professional manner, because if I do it the way I really want to do it, trust me, my ass would have been handed a pink slip and been gone. Because I would have been the disgruntled black guy in the office. I mean, there is so much shit that we have to deal with on a daily basis. We don't have to deal with giving our hard-earned money to these assholes, these racist assholes, who, like in the Starbucks situation, where we're going to close our stores for a day to have racial sensitivity training. Racial sensitivity training. Come on, man. You know why they're closing it for just one day? For racial sensitivity training? I'm going to tell you why. Because in that day, let me tell you, his board of directors for Starbucks, they got together and they said, okay, well, what would make something be an impactful statement to the public eye that makes us look good from a PR standpoint? Well, I'll say, well, what we'll do is we'll tell them that we're going to close our facilities for an entire day for racial sensitivity training. That also implies that we're going to lose money, when in actuality we're going to save money, because chances are What we will do is make it up on the back end with our online services and our and all the other subsidiary companies that Starbucks works with that are going to be open that day and making money. So we'll just make it look like we're making such a powerful statement, and we're, you know what, we're closing our business and we're going to make sure we get this right, damn it. But meanwhile, you know, our bottom line won't be affected, because that's what it all comes down to when it comes to business. And that's facts. Notice they haven't fired the guy, the manager. They moved him to another store. That's what they do, because he was doing what he has been told to do. That's all I got. I'm gone.